think he nicer than him with the skill set.
So you can't even think how he thinking right now. He's not thinking like you. He's thinking like Drake. So you mad at him for not thinking like you. Drake doesn't have a mustache. You do.
Because he did say something like he don't know if you deserve it yet or something like that.
Yeah, but then after that,
not thinking like Drake.
We was in Toronto when he said that. I was in Toronto. You know what I'm saying? So when I wasn't at the actual press event because I went to the game and all that. But the next day at the joint, it was a battle at the joint, like, and I was there, he was there, and they came to me like, yo, listen, if we could get Drake to do one round right now, would you? Now this is with no warning, no nothing. Right. You know what I'm saying? Ready, though, and I'm just like, free? Yeah. That's the first thing. I'm like, yo, free? I'm like, let me speak to him. You know what I'm saying? So I go speak to him, and he, he's like, yo.
That was the picture we saw.
No, the picture, that's when it first started.
Okay.
The picture is when it first started. This just happened like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he like, yo, this is when the battle almost happened. He just like, yo, I'm like, you got rhymes, don't you?
He had balls waiting for you.
Yeah, he did.
That was a setup.
He did. I'm like,
that was a setup.
I'm like, but it's cool though. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? You got rhymes. I'm like, yo, I ain't really got no rhymes right now for you. He like, but he start going this like, I just figured like, what do we even here on this earth for if we can't, we can't.
That was the setup.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I said, give me an hour. Cool. Give me an hour. I'm gonna go come up with some. Trust me. Give me an hour. Now, mind you, I was already drinking. I was there for 5 hours. They seen me for 5 hours already. So then after the hour, they came back. I'm like, yo, tell them it's on. Like, let's do it. So it looked to all possibility it was about to happen, like right then and there, spur of the moment. And then 5 minutes later, they was like, yo, his management was like, no, he can't do it.
Yeah, of course.
A Harlem dude couldn't do that. You can't ask somebody for a fair one and back out. Can't do that. But again, they from two different places. But this reminds me now, I could tell you about a parallel example of how I could see the perspective. So when Nas had the Ether out, and I don't know what happened, but I was at Arizona shooting a Rockware campaign, and when I landed, I heard Super Ugly when I landed, and I was sick. And I was like, what the fuck happened? Because
you didn't advise that.
I did not say that was all right. So, me and Irv Gotti. So I call Irv. I'm like, Irv, why the f*** did you, he's talking about, all this kind of stuff that we don't do. And I wish I could have rewinded it to like, why y'all didn't call me so I could have told you not to do that. You understand what I'm saying? So in the moment, an artist who's inspired he's gonna try to fight. But he must have had somebody there that Jay didn't have that day because that was the only elbow we really took. That was the beginning of the end, really, because we were unstoppable before that, but he messed up. But someone was there to tell Drake, like, you bugging. This ruined you today. You drinking. You know what I mean? Someone older or smarter than him probably gave him the right advice because I wouldn't advise it.
Would you have advised Jay to reply to Ether at all or just leave it at Takeover and Ether?
See, at the time, I felt like we were winning, because we had done the Michael Jackson thing and we had called them out. So he to me, he was talking hearsay. Like, our thing, when I battle, my crew, who I'm with, I like to tell the truth. I don't like to say who says the funniest punchlines. The bottom line is we professionals, so let's just say true things. So I thought, like, the stuff that Nas said was dope. But I think, like, he emotionally got at Jay because he was inviting him to his...
It was a little chatty patty.
Like, So I was like, yo, you just got caught up in gossip. You don't have to answer gossip. If he says something real, like Dame Dummy, I thought that was dope because he said my name. But everyone knows I'm not dumb. That's obvious. So I'm not going to reply to that. You know what I mean? I'm going to be happy he said it. So I thought, like, he should let it rock out. That's why he did it when I wasn't around. You know what I mean? So I thought we had played it fair. And I don't care if other people think someone wins. All I care is if I think I won. And, I did it right and played the game. So I didn't think it was necessary. You know what I mean? But if he was going to do it, it wouldn't have been like, I wouldn't have chatty-pattied it. So that's why we lost. You see, when you start with gossip, you end up doing things that aren't honorable and you end up apologizing on the radio the next day.
But so www, Low Side of the Movie, don't forget, make sure y'all pick that up. You know what I mean? We losing focus with all this other bubblegum shit, but that's why we here. We want to promote it. You know
tell
what I mean?
About the movie one more time.
I mean, the movie is, it's basically right now we still in progress, and it's a lot going on in the movie, but it's, it's about my man Murder Mook. He's from Harlem. He catch a body.
You know what I mean? Police looking for him. He can't hustle in Harlem no more. So he have to come down to the Lower East Side. Come down to the Lower East Side, you got a lot of guys. You know, everywhere you got guys.
That's not much of a getaway, though.
Well, it really is. It really is though. Like
in Harlem,
yeah. So the East Side guys, they don't want to see him down there, and he have to fight to get, to get his proper perspective on the Lower East Side and his position. So everybody is like, that's like I come to the block I'm not from. You know what I mean? And everybody like, yo, we don't want this kid down here. We gonna make sure we, do whatever we gotta do to get him out of here. And in the game of hustling, you know what that means. They gonna try to shoot you, rob you, kill you. It's just what it was. So, Mook, he stood tall in the joint. Like a Harlem dude, like a Brooklyn dude, or like a Queens dude. And that's another thing. All that dividing up the boroughs and all that shit's over with. It ain't, like my man said a long time ago, it ain't where you from, it's where you at. You know what I mean?
And when's your man?
Come out? When the movie come out?
Rakim said that a long time ago. So
when does the movie come out?
The movie's out. You
It's
can buy it
out
right
there.
now. But
So you
it's a new
did it in segments, right?
Well, the way I'm putting it out to the rest of the world is in segments, but you could buy it in its entirety in segments right now. So I wanted to have that feeling, but then I'm going to put it out in another variation in the whole movie theatrically. So basically my thing is to have a direct-to-consumer relationship, cut the middleman out completely, and at least have my money made back before I put it out the regular way, before I start, giving up my margin for traffic. But I will put it out. It will be on iTunes. It will be in theaters. It will be on demand. It will do all that other stuff. But first, the people that I know direct can get it directly from me at LoSidesTheMovie.com.
Spell it for them.
LOISA.
I said it. I did it. LOISAIDAS. Yeah. TheMovie.com.
Yeah. When you writing a book, Dave?
I'm writing. I also have a book. I have a book called Culture Vultures.
You gotta go do
Yeah,
it.
What's it called?
It's called Culture Vultures. I did. Have you ever looked at the hip hop motivations that I do?
Yeah, absolutely.
So me and Kenyatta did a book, and it's already written. He wrote it. We done with it, and I'm also giving it out in different ways. So it's gonna be an auditory experience as well. So right now you can order it from PoppingtonGroup.com, which is like my Netflix, and you can order the first chapter of me saying it, of like a record, and then you'll get the first 5 chapters as a record, and you also get it in the visual like a movie, and you're also going to get it as a book. But you can get that right now, pre-order for $5 at PoppingtonGroup.com.
Envy.
And then I'm going to hire Envy.
Dame wants to know.
I'm going to hire you.
Yo, hold on.
There's no way I'm not going to.
Dame wanted to know, Envy, that how much respect you have for him. Would you let him get the? Would you let him get the Jordans? Would you let him get the Jordans, or you want to keep them?
Are we the same size?
No, what happened was, your man's out there, he got the Jordans,
right,
and he was like, I got only 10s, and Envy got them, so if Envy don't want them, you can have them. I was like, oh, that's my man. I know Envy would pay me the proper respect and let me buy them.
I don't know, maybe before the interview.
That was definitely
See, I knew he would even buy them. I'm not nice like that.
You're his boss, so I'm sure you
Not yet. But if I'd rather be, honestly, I wouldn't want to be your boss. I'd rather be your partner. And I would rather, like, us do a book, do a movie, do a doc. I would throw down, if you want, on a radio show to syndicate that has a new name. Why don't we just,
you was Clue's boss, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
Charlamagne, stop it.
Clue used to be signed to Rockefeller, but he had his own career as a DJ. So I wasn't his boss for DJing, but I did cut the check and as representing Rockefeller for the records that we made.
You think you can do for another DJ what you did to Clue? Because Clue was like, he went platinum.
I can make anybody famous. That's easy. That's easy. Because I only deal with honest people that do, I just know authenticness, and people buy that, and I give it a platform. You know what I mean? But like I was saying, if y'all want to do something other than what's the name of what you own? My show?
No, it's the Breakfast Club.
You don't own the Breakfast Club.
We don't. There's no name.
All right, so you own the no name. So can we have a name and we can do something together? And I'm down. I'll do a movie with y'all. I'll do something with you. And I was just thinking, like, Revolt. If Puff owns Revolt, he's from Harlem. That's my channel. So I should do what I want.
Okay, maybe I'm being chatty, but I just saw the.
You're not being chatty because you asked me a question.
Yeah, you said that Diddy wouldn't clear.
First of all, I don't call him Diddy. So I don't know.
Whatever. He wouldn't clear Big to be in the Brooklyn's Finest video.
Puff would not clear. Yeah, he wouldn't clear it.
So why could you do business with him if he? Because that don't.
I didn't say do business. I said I want to use this network. That's what
okay.
So you got to listen, Chatty Patty.
www.lowsideofthemovie.com.
This is the longest interview we've ever done on.
But I'm Chatty Patty. Asking me questions.
But hopefully it was informative though.
You don't even feel the time.
No, I was trying to, but you
was asking about something. You like such and such said such and such. So such and such.
That's what I'm talking about with him. See, now he got y'all talking about doing your own thing. Yeah, that's what it's about, though. You feel me? Empowering each other, even through controversial conversations.
But it's not. It's just the difference of perspective. That's what I'm saying. Like,
exactly.
Make it have conversations. You ain't got to fight over that. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't disrespect. That's why once it was like, oh, you stupid. I was like, but I might have said it. So I was like, my bad. And if I did, that's not what I do. But
and you offered cookies after that.
No, I get his cookies. I know I'm gonna come young. I'm like his cookies. Everybody just you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a little early for cookies, but I've been munching on them joints crazy.
We're good.
And also and the respect that I'm always have for y'all is that y'all been in the game so long. So there's always a brothership we gonna have just because I knew you 20 years ago, regardless of whether we was on the same team. We on the same team because we in hip hop. And my thing is love. It's not about knocking motherfuckers down. It's about helping them get up. So I'm going to tell you your faults, which usually makes people mad. But then I'm going to say, but I'm not only going to tell you, but I'm going to help you get without, like, you can have this life. And it's cool. But let's do something different. Are you allowed to do other things?
Absolutely.
All right, so.
But we are, though. It's not like we limiting.
What I'm saying is this. I'm not going to just talk and I'm saying, look, I'll do something with y'all. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to work with me or y'all scared? Let's do a deal right now.
Let's do it. I'm never scared.
What you want to do?
I don't know, damn. I feel like anything we do won't be good enough for you.
Chatty Patty, I'm not asking. What y'all want to do? Let's do it. You want to do something?
We like to do an animated series.
Bet. Let's do it.
When the hell did you come up with that idea?
That's a good one, though.
Hey, if it's just made up.
The name of it. We're going to have a name.
I can't do that because that's a verbal contract. You're not holding me to that? I don't know. Let's talk about it.
It's the Breakfast Club.
He bumped his head somewhere. I don't know.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. A special Dame Dash interview on the Breakfast Club. I know definitely you have to have learned something from that interview. I mean, I listened to the whole thing, ladies and gentlemen. I did. Of course I did. I listened to everything. Spectacular interview by Dame Dash on the Breakfast Club. Spectacular, really. You know, your and you know the good part of it is I actually got something out of that. And he actually inspired me to go do some things. Really. He inspired me to go do some things. So just listening to that alone, I learned quite a few things on my own. Time check. The time is approximately 9:42 p.m. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall said that's all I like to stay, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. See you. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. See you. Same so more time, same so more channel. Later.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun, let us march on